Well, I've been fooling around with this that Dumble dual stereo thing, and what I'm working on now is going to get it to play clean, so I can play rhythm, right, and yet get really creamy leads. And I'm using the Schecter again. I've gone for a sweet spot on the back of the bridge pickup because I wanted to get some brightness because I think this sound is a little on the dark side if you let it be. But you can also, she sounds really sweet this way. So here we go. I'm going to do just a kind of E major 7 sound to A major 7. And I'm going to just, really kind of be kicking through the major pentatonic scales and stuff that apply to it. So as a matter of fact, like, well, you'll hear it. Now, as a matter of fact, right there, I'm going to stop for a moment because you notice that was one of those things where that A bass note kicked in and it really wanted to kind of like grow. And I had to get some string blocking in there quick or it would have just taken off, turned into some stuff. So this is what I'm finding out on this particular um, this particular sound. You really have to pay attention to your playing and make it work with it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go back and watch. This time I'm going to clean that. Okay. Let's get some leads going. Now, what I'm doing to clean it right now is I'm using my thumb as a string block on the low E string, okay? So I'm turning it on and off so I don't get it to just roll away on me, okay? And I'm using some palm heel too to do some more string blocking. And that's how I'm achieving this. And for the E major 7, what I'm using is second fret on the fourth string, and then I'm doing a partial bar with my pinky at the fourth fret on the third, second, and first string. So what's giving me is E, B, and then I get my D sharp and G sharp. So it's basic, good open voice leading, right? You're always going to have your 1-5 on the bottom and then your 7 and 3, usually taking care of the top. And then on my other one, I did a bar of the second fret and maintained my pinky on the fourth fret on the first string. So that gave me E and A, so I had my 5 and my 1, and then I had my 3 and my 7 on the top. So again, just really good voicing, on the scale, I was kind of more kicking into doing an E major pentatonic scale, and I could maintain that over the A major 7 because if you play a major pentatonic off the 5, it's always going to really work well on a major seventh chord. Really brings out all the good stuff. You know, it's like I'd have my 5, 6, 7, 9, and 3. You know, so that's what you'd be covering with that. So it makes some real nice affair there. And I like to throw in a little bit of D sharp. So I still have a little bit of the actual E major scale kind of leaked in there too. So I'll do it a little bit more, and then we'll go from there. And then I just like the openness of the E, 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 E. I got a whole octave range below, so it's really filling things out, giving me a lot of space. Something I was playing with is just the E major, then suspending it. That's another moment. Okay, so I did the A major 7 that you can do actually 1, 3, 5, 7. So in other words, I got my 7th fret on my 4th string, 6th fret on my 3rd string, 5th fret, and then 4th fret on my 2nd and 1st strings respectively. Right? But listen to that A. See, that A you got to pay attention to. So I need to either right, or maybe best if I stick with the E on the bass. Right? So fall into that chord where you're only doing the upper 4 strings as a chord, no 5, no 5th string. Look at what that 5th string does. See? That 5th string's a little troublemaker. He doesn't have to be. It's just you really have to control it. It gets into that weird spot. Right? So it just needs control. You need to have a on-off on that particular note in this particular sound texture. But I love how it sings for the most part, you know? It's got that beautiful, you know, just really... Of course, here I'm not doing it so much as the creamy end, right? In fact, if I go back like this... So just a simple dial back the tone on that bridge pickup, and I go back into that cream. Right. So there I dialed up my tone again until I found that little spot where I can get some clarity. Okay, and that's going to help me when I do my chords. See? So my chords, if I play lightly, I get a pretty nice clean sound. So that's it. The whole idea, secret is really watch your dynamics. If I play light, I get a beautiful chord. Right? And I just have to watch my bass side, because if I hit it, I'd say maybe best bet would be very light dynamics on the bass. Maybe a little more brilliance on my upper end. But I can't go for like mezzo forte, because if I do, I start crunching. So it's it's one of those kind of sound structures that you really have to kind of like experiment with and see how your pick attack is affecting it, And so your whole picking thing becomes really your main controller of the sound. So, anyways, enjoy. That's that Two Rock TS1. It's a Les Paul lead. It's a capture that John Nathan Cordy. I'm glad I got his name right. The other day I was calling him everything other than his name. Yeah, I really kind of like this capture. I don't kind of like, I really love it, because like I said, I was always looking for that real creamy, sweet, you can get clean, but you can get fuzzy at the same time, and I've been looking for that, and here it is. So enjoy it. It's actually, like I said, I took his Dumble dual stereo, which he had originally put out as a Bassman, Tweed Bassman amplification thing, and you can really dial up the volume on that one. This one I can't hardly get anywhere, but I do have my adaptive gates on now, so I'm actually good. I could crank this baby now, and look at, there's no noise because of my adaptive gates. So, so it looks like spam. Spam is coming in. Spam. Seems to be a lot of that these days. Well, anyways, I want everybody to enjoy their Sundays, and I wanted to kind of like revisit this particular Dumble dual stereo patch. And like I said, what I did with the Dumble dual stereo, which was the Bassman's, I switched the amps over to John's his captures, and they're up. If you look up John Nathan Cordy on Quad Cortex, then you'll find those captures. And he did like 5. I think it was 5 total. He at one time he said he had 6, but I only seen 5. And he did it for a Strat on a Les Paul, and he did it with some other things, and he also took out some of his IRs as well. So you can put your own IRs in, which was a good idea. So I just dumped it into this and kept these ideas, because he had already had the Dumble idea going on here, so might as well, staying on the Dumble. Well, anyways, like I said, enjoy. And if you want to subscribe and you want to hit the bell and all that good stuff, and if anybody's interested in like Zoom lessons, I have those provided as well. And that you're going to go to musiclessonsdelivered.com, and you get all my contact info there. And no matter where you are, have some pretty good successful Zoom lessons. We can go more in depth into some of these scales and chord relations and stuff. And if not, just, keep enjoying what I put out there, because that's what I'm doing it for. All right. Thank you.